In this week's edition of Arlington Sentinel News, we'll take a look at an event that occurred at the Arlington Public Library,
as well as a story about how golf is helping children with leadership skills.
Finally, we'll hear about a sport that's starting to make its way to Arlington. Welcome to Arlington Sentinel News. I'm Sydney Porter.
And I'm Natalie Finley. Thank you for joining us. Wrapping up Women's History Month last Saturday, Arlington Public Library hosted an author that uses her book to help those who struggle to maintain a healthy relationship with food. Our reporter Vanessa Moreno has more.
Arlington Public Library hosted Michelle Pettis, author of Living Large, The Stories of a Food Addict, for a 2-hour interactive session.
I work on our adult services team doing all of our adult programming, much like this event today, which is one of our author events. We love having local authors come to the library to do workshops.
I'm using this book as a platform to help others who are struggling with clarity around food, around emotions, but just how we step into what we're supposed to do as we move through this world. As empathetic as she was about my plight, I could not wrap my head around what she was saying. How could a career that I worked so hard to build and love so much be stressful?
Michelle Pettis, a UTA 1981 graduate, says this workshop is meant to rewrite people's beliefs about food and their relationships with themselves and those around them.
This is a workshop. It's what I call healing through reading, writing, and storytelling. So I use my stories to help people uncover their own stories and find some joy, find some happiness, find some peace, find freedom, find confidence, find joy.
If you find yourself struggling with stress, emotional eating, and a poor relationship with food, get yourself a copy of Living Large, The Stories of a Food Addict. Vanessa Moreno, Arlington Sentinel News.
If you're interested in learning more, check out Michelle's website at michellepettis.com. All right, now we're at the trivia section of the show where we ask you, the audience, Arlington-based questions.
This week we have a UTA question for you. We ask,
how many spirit horses are scattered around on UTA's campus?
Is it 7, 13, 9, or 10? Stick around to the end of the show to find out. When we get back, we'll hear about an organization helping children improve themselves through golf.
We also have some information about the new UC. Don't hit the X button. We'll be right back after this break.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back to Arlington Sentinel News. A youth development organization called First Tee tells us what all they have to offer. Here's reporter Trinity Patterson with more information.
Parents are always looking for a way to evolve their child's development. Here at First Tee, a youth leadership organization, they do all of that in just one swing.
First Tee uses golf as a way to teach life skills such as respect, integrity, sportsmanship, judgment, and curiosity. Director of Programs Jason Rocha emphasizes how accessible the program is.
So when they register, and this is primarily for our open enroll classes, if they sign up for one of those, they get, if they need it, they get a complimentary set of golf clubs, kind of a starter set. A lot of donated clubs, so we'll cut those down, regrip them, and those are theirs to keep. They don't pay anything extra for those.
This finance-friendly organization provides financial aid because they believe that there is no such thing as turning someone away for financial issues. They not only teach ages 5 to 18, but they also give you the opportunity to grow as leader. Student-turned-coach Victoria Farkas shares how First Tee has changed her life.
I've really been more confident in myself since we do have 9 core values, and confidence is the one I take away the most from First Tee, since I've just been more open about myself and I've been so much more talkative with the coaches now that I'm a coach myself and coaching like 5 to 6-year-olds, which is a lot, but I've had the confidence to speak up and say, hey, I'm in control and I'm like the coach here sometimes. And then I know perseverance. I always have to persevere in what I do, and it's a big step for me being from the kid going up to the coach now. So yeah, I think confidence and perseverance have been my big two like accomplishments.
With multiple locations across the Metroplex area, First Tee tries to make their reach known by working in various community events. For more information, visit firstteefortworth.org. This has been Trendy Patterson with Arlington Sentinel News.
If you and your child are interested in the First Tee program, please visit firstteefortworth.org for more information on their upcoming programs.
UTA students just approved a major overhaul to one of the campus's best-known buildings. As part of the student body elections held on April 2nd, the UTA community approved a proposal to renovate the University Center. The proposal passed with 1,191 votes yes and 952 voting against. UTA will be partnering up with a design firm to recreate the building and add new features.
All right, guys, after this break, we'll have Mike talk about a very unique sport.
And after that, we'll go over the community calendar and find out once and for all how many spirit horses are on UTA's campus. Stick around after this break.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead.
When we break down clothes, we tumble it with trisodium phosphate, rock salt, and dish detergent.
We stitched together images of our model and created a 3D set that can be walked through in a VR headset.
We're able to turn 12 walkers into 1,000 walker hordes.
STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. What will you make with STEM? Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
And we're back. Welcome back to Arlington Sentinel News.
Coming up, we have a story about an interesting sport hosted by Council and Services where we'll have Mike White go more in depth. Mike, take it away.
Thanks, Natalie. This week, the Council and Psychological Services orchestrated some fun for the students. Let's swing into the story.
Today, the University of Texas at Arlington is hosting a pickleball workshop for all at the Maverick Activity Center.
I don't know if you noticed, but it's kind of hard for people to connect after the pandemic. So offering a way for students to connect with other students, to move their body, to have some fun, to learn a silly little game that's really easy to pick up, hard to get really good, but easy to play.
Pickleball is just a very fun game overall. It's very much like tennis, which I'm a fan of. I played tennis for many years. Pickleball was very easy to get into, and it just generally changes skills. Speed, agility, teamwork with doubles. It's a very fun game to play. It's less intensive than tennis in some ways, but other ways it's still very fun, active, just a good way to have fun and exercise.
Pickleball was created in the year 1965 by U.S. Congressman Joel Pritchard. However, the game did not become well known until the COVID pandemic between the year 2019 and 2021.
Well, it's definitely a smaller court. It's about a quarter size of a tennis court. Underhand serves. Obviously, there's no strings in the rackets, and the scoring is a little bit different in doubles. It's kind of it's mini tennis in some way, but there definitely are unique properties such as the ball, the racket, the scoring. But otherwise, that is kind of taking the basics of tennis and making it a little bit different.
I'm Michael White with Arlington Sentinel News.
All right, now let's take a look at the community calendar this week.
April 6th at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., River Legacy Nature Center is throwing an Earth Day festival. They will have nature walks, story times, and activities for the whole family. This event is also free to the public. More information can be found at riverlegacy.com.
That evening, UTA will host an evening of music in anticipation of the upcoming total eclipse. The eclipse concert will take place at Brazos Park on April 6th from 6 to 9 p.m.